Peter W. Billings, Billings. I was in the Army.
In what years?
66 to 68.
Okay, and then go ahead and start.
Okay. My name is Heather Henley, and I will be interviewing my grandpa, Pete Billings. He served in the Vietnam War and was in the Army. I'm conducting this interview for the Veterans History Project at the Library of Congress. Did you have any other family members that were in the military?
My father was in World War II.
What branch of the military was he in?
He was in the Army. World War II, yeah.
Okay. What were you doing before you entered the service?
I was only out of high school about 4 months before I got drafted.
Oh, wow. That's not very long. Since you were drafted, were you able to pick being in the Army, or did they just tell you?
I could have joined a different branch of the service, but it would have been for a longer time, and I really didn't want to go in for more than 2 years.
Okay. Whenever you went, did you leave, whenever you left the training camp, whenever you were in the training, what was that like?
Training was hard.
Was it?
It was running a mile.
Wow.
A lot of sit-ups, push-ups. They got you in shape.
Yeah. How long did you have to go through the training in order?
Training was 8 weeks. And then there was 8 weeks of whatever you was going to go to work doing.
Oh, okay. What did you end up doing in the military while you were in the Army?
Well, I was trained to be a truck mechanic, trucks, tanks, anything with wheels or tracks. I was trained to work on them, but I wound up driving them.
Oh. Was it difficult adapting to the military life, like the food, the social life, and like the barracks and the physical regimen? And
Oh yeah, it took a while, but you got used to it.
Whenever you left, how did you keep in contact with your family back home?
Well, when I was in the States, phone calls and letters, but once I was overseas, it was strictly letters.
How many, did you send a lot of letters to the people back home?
I tried to. Tried to send one to your grandma every day.
Oh, wow.
And about once a month to other family members.
Let's see. Did you have any specialized training, aside from with the trucks and tanks?
No, it was just learning how to work on them, a lot of mechanics on them.
Okay. Now, whenever you left, did any of your friends get drafted along with you that you were able to go overseas with?
Not overseas with. I was, your Uncle John's godfather, he left to go overseas right when I came back.
Oh.
So
Wow.
we didn't get to make contact for 2 years then.
Oh, wow. That's a long time. Did you make any friends or meet any people that you're still friends with now?
A couple.
That's good. Now, how long were you married whenever you
I got
left?
married just before I went overseas.
Okay. And, was it difficult leaving your family for the 2 years that you were
very
gone?
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys do anything for fun whenever you were overseas?
Overseas, Wednesday nights was our fun. We had it looked like a drive-in screen they'd put up.
Oh.
It was a bunch of sheets, a bunch of bed sheets, and we got to see movies on it as long as there wasn't any problems in the area.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Do you remember any of the movies that you guys got to see?
No, they were older cowboy movies. Nothing current.
Oh. um, what was your trip going overseas like? Like, how did you get there? And
Well, I flew Braniff over there. Got to see some neat parts of the world on the way. Going over, our first stop was in Hawaii, and our next stop was in Osaka, Japan.
oh wow, how long did you guys get to stay in those places?
5 or 6 hours in each
Oh.
one. We wasn't allowed away from the airport, but you still got to see a lot of neat stuff.
Oh. Did you witness any any action on the front line, or did you have duties just away from the front line?
Most of my stuff was away from the front line, but we'd get close to it once in a while. It really wasn't a front line; it just happened anywhere in the country.
Did you have any really close friends, like while you were overseas, that you would spend most of your free time with, or was it just a bunch of different people?
Mostly a bunch of different people. Everybody got along. You know, we had to watch each other, watch out for each other.
Do you have, what were the emotions like relating to combat or witnessing anything and destruction?
It was sad over there. A lot of destruction, very poor living conditions for the people. Well, they've been through a lot of war. They were through war for years before we got there.
Oh, wow. How long did the Vietnam War last?
10 years for us, and I think 10 years or more for France before we were there.
Oh, wow. That's a really long time. What would you say, like, with the food there, and what was that like?
The Army food wasn't the best. I lucked out. I was driving a truck delivering parts and different supplies. So I got to eat at Navy bases a lot and with the Air Force.
Oh, did they have better food than
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
had?
Oh, yeah. It seemed like it. Yes, it was.
What would you say your favorite kind of food was over there, if you had to pick?
Like it still is now, hamburgers and French fries.
So you did end up getting to eat that over there, so they did have.
When I was with the
Okay.
Navy or the Air
Yeah.
Force, with the Army, you ate what they had that day.
Let me see. Where were you whenever the war, the war ended, or you were able to come home? Or do you remember what you were doing? Or?
When the war ended, oh, I was back here working for years. It went on for, gosh, I don't know how many more years after I got back, 4 or 5 anyway.
Oh, wow. Do you remember what you were doing whenever you were able to come home? And
Oh, when it was time to come home? The last few weeks I was counting the days over there because you knew when you were coming home because my time was up in the military.
oh,
So I knew I was going to get to come home August 18th or a little bit before that.
how did you get to come back home? Did you fly or
The flu.
you flew? How was whenever you got back, seeing your family and your friends for the first time? What was that like?
It was very exciting. Very exciting. When I landed in St. Louis, Grandma was there, and I think my mom and dad brought her.
Oh.
And we stopped and seen my grandma and Uncle Bill on the way home for a little bit. Yep. It was a good time.
What did you guys, for the remainder of the day that you were back, what did you guys do, or did you just visit family? Or
Well, we visited and talked a lot, and yeah, it was a great time to be back.
how old was Uncle John whenever you got back?
Almost a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Let's see. Was it difficult to readjust to being back here and not in the war?
For a little while, it was hard going outside, and it'd get dark while you were outside. because we stayed in the base camp once it got dark.
Oh.
So yeah, I wasn't used to being outside in the dark. That was weird.
Did you have any fellow veterans that, not necessarily that you were with there, but that you could talk to, like at your new job here? Or?
Well, they had a veterans program going with the Boilermakers, and that helped me through. They paid for most of my schooling.
Oh, wow.
When I went through the apprenticeship, so
Wow.
that worked out good.
Yeah. Do you talk to many of the people that you were serving with, or?
There's only two. One of them's outside of Memphis, and one of them I haven't talked to in years. It was a black guy named Charlie Brown in Chicago. He was something else.
Did you guys get to come home around the same time?
Yeah, we all came home within about a week of each other.
Oh, wow. That's good. Let's see. How did the experiences overseas affect your life?
Made me appreciate life more. It settled me down. It was, we talked before about, I really didn't want to go, but I went and done what I had to do.
Yeah.
And if I'd have had some kind of job that they would have needed me to go to Iraq or Iran, I think I'd have went.
You would?
Oh yeah, I'd have went back. Yep.
Why would you decided to go back and?
Just serving the country, doing what you got to do.
Did you learn any life lessons while serving in the military?
No, nothing I can think of. I mean, I just, yeah.
Do you still have any, not really contact, but like, do you still do anything with the military?
I'm involved in like the VFW and the DAV, American Legion.
What do those organizations do?
Try to help everybody. They're, as far as I know, it works out to where it ends up being like non-profit, because any money that, well, like the American Legion takes in, that pretty much goes for scouts and people in the neighborhood where the Legion is. The VFW the same way. They give away almost everything. Any extra money, if somebody comes in needing some food or anything, or help pay with their rent, it goes to them.
Wow.
So.
What would you have told either Uncle John or my mom if they came to you whenever they were 18 and said that they wanted to join the military? What would your advice to them have been?
To go into a branch other than the Army where you could really learn something better.
Yeah. Did Uncle John or my mom have any interest in going into the military at all?
No, neither one of them.
No? Wow. With like in the car clubs that you guys are in, is anybody that you guys are with in the clubs, do any of them, have they been in any of the wars?
Most of them have,
Most
yeah.
of them? Let me see. If you, while you were there, did you guys get any time where you could leave the bases that you were on to kind of go explore, have fun and everything?
Yeah, and go out and look around. My favorite time was, the military was good to me. Your grandma was expecting Johnny. She was probably about 7 months pregnant, 6 to 7 months pregnant, and they were going to send me over to Vietnam.
Oh, wow.
And they just said, nope, you just stay here and we'll send you home for 10 days after she has the baby.
Oh, wow.
So I thought that was great.
Yeah.
That was my best time because I was stationed out in Oakland, California. And I didn't have anything to do Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I only worked Monday through Thursday, and went and done a lot of sightseeing. I mean, we didn't have money. We'd take a bus over to San Francisco and we'd walk the streets and just look at everything.
Wow.
And a lot of neat stuff there.
Yeah. What was your favorite thing to see while you were in California?
I hate to tell you. I loved going to the roller derby.
Now, was Mama allowed to, was she able to come see you at all while you were in California, or did you just
no,
come
it was
here?
too far away at the time. You know, I mean, it was just, and I didn't have any military time. I mean, any time to go back home until after she had the baby.
Yeah.
But
How long were you in the military before she did end up having Uncle John, and then you were able to come back?
oh gosh, I was in probably 14, 15 months.
Oh.
Because when I went over to Vietnam, I only had 9 months and 28 days left to serve in the Army.
Oh, wow.
And I did 9 months and 27 days in Vietnam.
What was it like while you were in California being able to come back whenever she did have him?
Being in California?
Or no, being able to come home from California, after she had Uncle John.
Oh, that was great. That was just awesome. You know, here she is with the baby, and it was hard to go back.
And how long were you guys able to, after she was released from the hospital, everything, and having him, how long were you guys able to, go home and just you three be together?
Well, we never was just the three of us. We were staying at Nana's house.
Oh.
So we was, but we had a lot of private time. Seemed like it was me and Linda and Johnny and her grandma more than anybody else.
Oh, wow. So was her grandma staying at Nana's also?
No, she lived right down the street, but Linda was always real close to her grandma.
Oh. Well, that's good. So whenever you had to go back, so she did have a lot of help caring for the baby and everything?
Oh, yeah.
That's good. So whenever you did come back and he was about a year old, was it really good seeing him, from whenever he was just born to?
It was hard when I came back because he was in the hospital.
Oh, wow.
He was dehydrated, and that was pretty rough to take when I first come home. You know, I mean, I thought, wow. But I think he got out of the hospital a day or two after I got home.
Bet that would have been scary. So whenever they did meet you at the airport and everything, and he was in the hospital then?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow, that's really scary.
Yeah, but we couldn't go see him till the next day.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah, why weren't you guys able to go see him?
Well, they had strict rules on when visiting was.
Oh. Was anybody allowed to stay with him overnight, or was it just the doctors and nurses that were?
I don't know.
There.
I wasn't home at the time.
So whenever you got back, and was it difficult to get back into a routine of what you needed to do?
It took a little while. I wanted to get to work doing something I liked to do, you know, and just kind of put it all behind me.
Oh. So how long was it after you returned home that you got your job with the Boilermakers?
I was probably home, it was probably 2.5 years before I actually got in Boilermakers. I was doing other jobs, you know, driving a truck and doing little odds and ends jobs, but I had to sign a list and wait my turn to get on the Boilermakers.
How many people do you say were, before you were able to start working with Boilermakers, how many people do you think were on the list along with you, waiting to get hired on?
40 or 50.
Oh, wow. That's a lot. So was it hard, whenever you first started out doing, with the Boilermakers, was it difficult Or was it kind of similar to what you were doing overseas?
Oh, it was totally opposite.
Oh, was it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All I did was drive a truck overseas and make a lot of deliveries. And with the Boilermakers, it was working on power plants and soap plants and
Oh, wow.
smokestacks.
So whenever you were driving the truck overseas, did you get to see a lot of different places while you were there?
Oh, yeah, I drove. Well, see, our company, when I first went over there, we were based in Cameron Bay.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good place because that was where if people didn't have money to go like to Hawaii or Japan or something when they got their week off while they were there overseas, they'd stay in Cameron Bay because that was a nice beach area and you could surf and do everything. But then they moved us up to Da Nang, which was close to the DMZ. None of us wanted to go up there because instead of hearing everybody hooping and hollering on the beach at night, we got to hear mortar fire and gunfire.
Oh, wow. That's
was,
a big difference.
Yeah, we went to the war then.
What was it like whenever you guys were in Cameron Bay? Were you guys able to go to the beach a lot? Or
Oh, every evening.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you surf while you were there?
I tried. I wasn't too good.
Oh.
About as good as I am on a skateboard.
So what did you guys, once you guys got moved, what did you guys end up doing? Because there was no beach there and it was just basically war there.
In Cameron Bay, we had the run of the area. And all of the Vietnamese people were behind fences, okay? When we got to Da Nang, all the Vietnamese people were running around and we were behind fences.
Oh, wow.
It was totally opposite.
Did you guys ever, was there any like Vietnamese people that were in your base that were like from the United States, or were they all just
What, at
from
our base camp?
like that came from the United States along?
Oh,
you?
it was just U.S. military at our base camp. When we were in Cameron, it was nothing but Army where we were at. When they moved us to Da Nang, our fenced-in area was our company, which was about 300 men.
Oh, wow.
Next to us was a helicopter pad with the Air Force, and on the other side of us was the Marines that were constantly in and out of there doing most of the fighting.
Oh. What was it like being with all those different people from whenever it was just the Army to then having
It was neat
everybody?
talking to people about, well, everybody was from somewhere in the United States. The ones that were the most fun talking to it seemed like there was a few that were from Hawaii. And there were some people out of Puerto Rico too.
Oh, wow.
They were fun to talk to. I mean, it's all different cultures, and everybody's there for a common reason, and you just all get along, you know.
That's good. Was it kind of easy, like whenever you got to meet the different people, was it easy to just start a conversation with them and start talking, or?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Now, whenever you were in the military, were there any women that were in the military, or was it just strictly men?
The only women I think were like maybe the nurses at the different hospitals in the areas.
Would you were those the only two bases that you guys were at, or what did you get moved again?
I started, well, my first week over in Vietnam, I was right outside of Saigon. That's in the bottom of the country. And then about almost halfway up is where Cameron is. And then up close to the DMZ was where Da Nang was. So I actually went from the bottom to the top before I finally got out of there.
What would you say your favorite part was? Which out of all three of the areas that you were in?
Oh, definitely Cameron. Yeah.
While you got, was there a lot of like fighting over whenever you guys were in Cameron, or was it mainly whenever
No
you got to
fighting,
Navy?
no fighting in that area at all. It was strictly where most of the supplies were brought in and then sent different ends of the country.
Okay. So did you just take, like whenever you were driving the trucks, did you take like all those supplies and just deliver them to different areas or different bases, or where did you have to take them to?
All depended what they wanted. Each day was different. You'd go in the morning, go to the motor pool, and check your truck over, and make sure everything was all right on the truck. They'd hand you paperwork, and you'd go to a different area that had certain supplies, and they might just want them to go to the Navy base, or they might just want them, you might have to deliver them to a different company area. But usually when you went to a company area, there'd be 8 or 10 of yous going at a time with armed guards.
Oh, wow. So whenever you were driving the trucks, did you have someone that always rode with you, or like was it just you?
You only had shotgun riding with you if it was, if we were going on a convoy going to different company areas.
And whenever you were going to the different company areas, was it just you and another person, or was it the guards and the different
It'd be the
people?
guards and everything, yeah. There'd be, I was on one with maybe 6 trucks, and I've been on one that was 30 trucks.
Oh, wow. So why did they have the armed guards go with you whenever you were going to different?
For protection,
Oh.
yeah.
So the
Because
fights
we were
didn't break out.
going through areas where there was fighting.
Oh. What was it like going through those areas whenever you were just taking the supplies to?
Just kind of hoped you made it back that night.
Did you guys ever get in any like altercations with different people as you were driving and taking the supplies?
Yes.
What was that like whenever
Scary.
that happened? Scary.
Yeah, it's very scary.
How often would you say that happened, that the fights occurred?
For me, luckily, only twice. Yeah, that was a part of the war I didn't want to see.
Yeah.
But there was guys who were involved in it every day, day in and out. I don't know how they stood it.
Wow. That would be scary. Let me see. Whenever, like while you were doing the trucks, did you do that every day while you were, not whenever you were in Canberra, whenever you guys moved, did you do it every day, or were you still off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
No, that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday was in California. Vietnam, I was off on Sundays.
Oh.
Most Sundays. If they needed me, I worked. But usually I had every Sunday off.
Well, that's good. Whenever you were off on the Sundays, the Sundays that you were able to be off, what did you do?
Drank beer.
Were there a lot of people in your unit that did took the supplies to different areas, or was it just a few people that usually did
There
that?
was, out of the company I was in, we probably had 40 trucks that ran every day.
Oh, wow. And then was everybody else, what did the other people, like all
The other people in the
soldiers
company, they ran forklifts, they found the stuff, figured out where it was at. And one guy, all he ever did was flag you over by what truck number you had. He knew what aisle you should go in so they could load you there. And it was very well organized.
Yeah.
I mean, for what I seen of it,
Yeah. So was everybody in the unit you were in, was everybody basically all in that together with the trucks and everything? Or?
Yeah, it just, everybody had a job. They kept it as simple as they could for everybody. And, say you knew that your job was going to be to spot the stuff and mark down who was going to get what the next day. And yeah, I'd pull up, and they'd load a bunch of stuff on the truck, and then, hand me the paperwork for where it was going. It usually took the better part of the day by the time you got unloaded.
Oh, wow.
So
Was it difficult to know, like whenever they told you like what area you were going to, was it kind of hard to figure out like how to get there, or did they have?
there's only
pretty
like
good
3
directions?
roads.
Oh,
There was only about 3 different roads that we ever drove on, but
oh.
one day you might drive 20 miles, the next day you might only drive 10 blocks, you know, I
Oh.
mean,
So was everything pretty close together then, or was there some stuff that was just kind of?
well, for the storage, everything was pretty close together. But it was spread out all over the country, but see, we never hauled over. Well, the 2 bad runs that I made, they were about 50-mile runs.
Oh.
Normally, you'd only drive 10 or 20 miles a day.
Oh. Yeah.
But 50 miles one way, that got scary.
That's pretty far. So whenever, like, since everybody had a set job, did you guys have that job throughout the entire time that you were there, or did
I
they change?
did.
You did.
Some people could change jobs, or they might have asked, asked somebody if they could.
Now, since you were drafted into the war, if you were able to decide whether or not you wanted to go, would you have enlisted into the service?
Probably not. At the time, probably not, no. Because there were too many people dying in Vietnam at the time. And I really didn't have any want to go, but once I was there, I thought, well, okay, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah. Well, if you all had it over to do now, and you were back like the age that you were, would you go in now, or
Yeah,
you would? Yeah. Would you want to go into the Army again, or?
probably, yeah. Knowing what I know with it, yeah.
Let's see. Well, so is there anything that you'd want to tell anybody about, like how it changed your life, or just any advice for people that may want to join the military?
It's nothing to be ashamed of. Joining the military, I mean, it's something to be proud of. They can't take it away from you. I just hope that anybody that joins the military from now on can join it in peacetime, just to be there just in case.
Yeah. 'Cause it seems like more and more now, like with since they're able to decide whether or not they want to go in, it seems like more and more people are deciding to go in. Because I know with the people I graduated with, there's about 30 or 40 people that went up and were going in after.
Yeah, it's actually, I think you can sign up and get college courses while you're in. Be
Oh.
offered college courses. I don't think they have a 2-year program anymore. It's probably 3 or 4 years. But they can't take it away from you once you got it.
Yeah.
You served your country, and you learned how to be a better person, and you learned how to make a living.
Yeah. So whenever, because I know you said you went, that you left pretty soon after you graduated. Was everybody, whenever, like with the draft, was everybody put into the draft, or was it just?
At the time, yeah, you either, well, people who could get into colleges or they had the National Guard. But you're taking your chances going into the National Guard. If you couldn't get into college, if your grades weren't, you had to have excellent grades to get into college. If you went into the National Guard, you didn't know if your unit was going to get activated or not, and they'd send you over there anyway.
Oh.
So, yeah, they took their chances. They had, I don't know what they call it. I know they had National Guard, enlisted reserves. But you could do that with any branch of the service.
Oh.
Because some of my friends went in the, one of them went in the Navy end of it in the reserves, and another one, he went in the Air Force reserves, and luckily neither one of them got activated.
Oh.
But
Were you able to keep in touch with any of your friends that went into war, or that?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was the one good thing about being over there. You could write as many letters as you want, because where a stamp should go up in the corner, up in the upper right-hand corner, you just drew a little square and wrote free in there, because it wasn't exactly any place you could buy stamps.
Yeah.
There wasn't a post office around the corner.
Oh. Now, whenever you found out that you were going overseas, did your dad have any advice for you?
Yeah, he said, keep your butt down.
Was it hard to leave, like all your mom and dad and like your family and
Oh
everybody?
yeah. Yeah, it was very hard. It kind of, I think I had it a little better than a lot of them, because my first 16 weeks in the Army, I was stationed at Fort Leonard Wood
Oh.
for training. I'd hitchhike home on weekends, most weekends. The first 8 weeks you can't come home. But then after that, I could come home. And then I did about 4 or 5 months in Oklahoma. And when we could get 3 days off in a row, we'd hitchhike home. Because it was 10 hours on the highway. So that wasn't too bad. But you spent a lot of time in somebody's car seat, you know.
Was it weird, like since you were able to come home on some weekends, was it weird whenever you were shipped overseas, or whenever you went to California and you weren't able to
Oh yeah,
come home?
yeah. It was just, man, you were gone. You were done. That was it.
Was it easy to kind of meet people that like had families also back home that you could talk to and
Yeah,
talk about that?
yeah. It was anybody that had anybody in the military, you felt like you had a connection with them. I really didn't want to go at the beginning, because a lot of people that I knew that were a couple of years older than me in school and that, they had already went and died.
Oh,
So there was a lot of guys losing their lives over there,
that's scary.
and it wasn't something to look forward to.
How many U.S. soldiers do you think, like that you knew, lost their lives over there?
8 or 10.
Wow, that's a lot. So whenever you were done in Vietnam, whenever you came home, what was it like coming home with like just people that didn't even know you whenever they saw that
You
you
want the
were
truth?
back?
You want the truth?
Yes.
Not good.
No.
No. The first thing that happened to me when I got off an airplane in Washington, the state of Washington, was I got spit on and called a baby killer.
Oh, wow.
Okay, because it was some bad times then. There was a lot of hard feelings here over the war. People were getting sick of it.
Yeah.
I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
Even though I got a daily newspaper sent to me from my grandma, the Post-Dispatch, there was nothing about the war in it.
Oh, wow.
They were special editions to be sent overseas, so we had no idea what was going on back here.
What,
There
were
was
you
a-
able to learn like what was going on over here, like once you got back? And
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty obvious once I got back, yeah. Yeah, I didn't. The first couple of years I was back, I never told anybody where I was for a couple of years. I mean, as far as they knew, I could have been in jail for a couple of years.
Yeah.
It was just, there was no pride then with it, because there was a lot of discontent here. I mean, it was just, everybody was fighting here over, people were refusing to go, and they were sick of the war, just going on too long.
Was everybody like that over here whenever you got back, or was it just some people?
No, it was
that-
just some people.
Some people.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, if somebody refused to go and they were drafted, could they get in trouble for that, or?
There was a lot of them went to Canada.
Oh.
A lot of people went to Canada and hid out for a while. Some people joined certain religions and saying, well, I can't fight. You know, heck, one of them was even a boxer,
Oh.
a professional boxer, but he couldn't fight.
Could they get in trouble with like the police or anything if they refused to go in since it was a draft? If
Oh
they
yeah, at the
didn't
time,
leave?
yeah.
Was there many people that, was there a lot of people over here that refused to go?
No,
No.
no, there wasn't hardly any here. I mean, we're talking out of the thousands and thousands that went, there was probably a couple of hundred went to Canada maybe at the most. But then, I don't know, a few years after the war was over, they said, you can come back.
So were the people, like whenever, since you did go and you did fight for the country, were the people like you that did go, were they pretty irritated with the people that chickened out and just left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't no big thing. It's something they got to live with.
Yeah. Was there, did you know any people that
That left?
left?
No.
No, that's good. Well, how long, since you, whenever you got back, you said that you came into Washington. What, did you stop at any other states on the way back to St. Louis?
No, I had a direct flight from, I believe it was right outside of Olympia, Washington. I caught a direct flight back to St. Louis.
How long was your flight back?
From Vietnam?
Oh, no, from,
Just from Washington?
to get back home.
Probably 4.5, 5 hours. The neat part of the flight was seeing Mount Rushmore.
Oh,
So, because
That
we
was
flew
neat.
right over it.
oh, wow. Now, how long was your flight back from Vietnam to Washington?
About 15 hours.
Oh, wow. That had to be a fun trip.
And you cross, I guess they call it the date line, the international date line, because I got home right before I left.
I bet that was weird.
Yes.
Was there a really big time difference from like what time it was in Vietnam to what time
Oh, yeah.
in Missouri?
Yeah, it was probably around 16 or 17 hours difference.
Was it kind of hard to get back into like a sleeping schedule and everything since it was that big of a?
Not for me.
Yeah,
I can sleep
no.
anytime, you know that.
Yeah. So is there anything that, else you'd like to mention about the war, anything, or what you went through over there?
No,
Anything?
I'm proud that I served, and like I say, if I had to do it again, I'd do it. That's
Good.
Yep.
Good.
You're not done.
I don't know what else to say.
That's it.
This-
Okay. She's done.